channel. Ooh, why I sound like that? Hold up. Okay, I got these headphones on and it sounds so bizarre. But as y'all know, I try to do at least one video a day, whether it's a live or an upload. But here I am making content. I just want to tell the truth. Like Black Girl was like, let's just tell the truth. Let's just have a moment. I was thinking about something today, and how we can talk about dating. Let's start with dating first, and then we're gonna talk about Airbnb. But let's start with dating. And or maybe should I start with Airbnb first? Okay, let's start with Airbnb and then we'll get into dating because dating might be a little like sentimental. Like it might be a moment I want to talk about. All right, Airbnb, don't use it no more. If you're a black girl listening, I hope you hear this. Don't use Airbnb no more. You don't need it. You don't. They scammed me, but I scammed them back. I scammed them back. Basically, I was in Italy. I just wanted to go shopping in Italy, doing a little, flight attendant things. And I just wanted to go shopping. Like, I went to Italy to go shopping. And I wanted to have a jacuzzi in the room. Because y'all know I love hot tubs. I could take these off. I really don't need these. But it just, I have like a little pimple right here. So I'm like covering it. But these are blue light glasses. So I kind of do. I like them. I like them. So the listing was inaccurate. And I want to tell you, before we even say what happens, these are the signs of a bad listing on Airbnb. One, when they have multiple places on the same listing. So say if they have like an apartment of some kind, whether it's shared living space or not, when they have multiple rooms that are like listed as the same thing, like the one I was at, I'll tell you, was Lux Rome. It was supposed to be luxury type housing situation, which it wasn't because it was shared. And I was like, we're not doing no shared over here. I ain't paying this much to do shared. But they have the same picture, they have the same bedding, they have the same everything, but it's supposed to be multiple rooms. Don't fall for it. If they have multiple listings for a apartment complex, like they have multiple apartments in a complex, don't do it. If they have a 5-star rating, should have looked. Whenever a Airbnb host has a 5-star rating, it's because they get the terrible ratings removed. And black girl, if you hear this, and I hope you hear this, do not click on the listing that has a 5-star rating. It's not the best. It's not the greatest. Don't click on it. So next, what else do we have? Airbnb hosts that are deleting their reviews, saying that their reviews are tarnishing. Like, it's almost as if the host has so much power nowadays. Like the host has like all the power when it comes to Airbnb. I had to fight tooth and nail, like literally, to get my money back from this one Airbnb, and I ended up getting money back from the next Airbnb that I rented out in Italy because they had like a sound problem, like they were having construction and she didn't tell me. So I ended up getting half of my stay, the money back from my second Airbnb that I booked that same day for the days that I was there. I think I was there from the 6th into the 7th or something like that. Hi, be respectful in the, I can't see a lot of these chats, so be respectful in the chat. We're talking about Airbnb right now and how it's a scam. Don't use Airbnb. Like, comment, subscribe. I am going to be adding moderators because, the channels be getting crazy and, stuff like that. But, yeah, I got crab cake, by the way, you guys, and it's in a cup. I'm so sorry. It's ghetto. I went to this fancy dinner. Oh, excuse me, dinner. It was delicious. Delicious. Anyways. Other than that, too. So that's number one. So, multiple listings, if they have a 5-star review, it just was inaccurate. There was a shared hallway that I was like, you didn't have the picture of this hallway on your listing. I fought and fought with Airbnb. The owner told me, no, you have to stay. You're not getting your refund. You got to stay. He was so nasty. Ew, get out of here with that Jesus loves you, weirdo. I don't like religious freaks in my channel. I don't. Y'all know I'm not here for supporting only one religion. I don't really support religion because a lot of it is pedo. A lot of it is, it's disgusting. Too many disgusting things happen in organized religion. I'm not okay with it. Spiritual. But anyways, so you have that, and I was just like annoyed. Like, don't you hate it when you have to fight all the time? Sorry. Sorry, I gotta be blocking people. block. We will be adding moderators. We will be adding moderators. So be respectful in the chat. Be respectful in the chat. You got to get through all the bad to get to good. Hi, Lily. I hope you're doing well. Hi. I hope you're doing well. I feel like I've seen you before. I guess I can say Merry Christmas, but Happy Holidays. I will be adding moderators. You say something stupid, you out. Simple as that. That's my channel. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So Airbnb, don't use it. That's all I have to say. There's this website called Vibro, something like that. Way better experience. Use hotel.com, use Booking. Airbnb has gotten to the point where they don't protect the host. Not the host. The buyer, the customer. Airbnb no longer protects the customer, and I just think that is unfortunate because we are the reason why they are running. Having to add these moderators. Yeah, so don't say anything stupid. You get blocked real quick. I want to do at least a live a day. So here we are. But yeah, so that was what I had to say about Airbnb. I feel like it's sad because it was supposed to be something where people who don't like hotels, people who are trying to stay somewhere quick, people who don't have credit cards could go to. But Airbnb has been so outsourced. A lot of the Airbnb support is from India, and they don't understand what you're saying. It's just like, what is going on? What is going on? Sorry, I be hiding people from my channel because they're weird. Sorry. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, let's have a real conversation. I'm trying to keep this up correctly. Hopefully that's good. I think it's interesting because I feel like as a black woman, you feel like, oh, child, not me dropping this. Not me dropping that. Hold on. Y'all. Let's make sure that we don't ruin this. I need a better setup, you guys. Hold on. I hate my setup. I wish I was in my own room. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. This is better. Period. I found a napkin holder. Hopefully this works. Way better. It sucks not having a good setup. Give me a second, y'all. We're gonna have a real conversation. Ooh. Alright. Fixed it. Found me something to hold it. Is this better? I think this is better. Okay. Y'all know I'm in my favorite onesie. I feel like as a black girl, when you wait to like get married or you wait for the right one, I feel like you come across someone who could have been the right one, but they made the decision to get married earlier than they should have. Is that just me? Like, I feel like everybody be talking about, oh, we met in a coffee shop or we met in college, and I just don't have that. I don't have that, and I don't think I will have that, but I don't know if I don't really feel bad about not having that either. I don't really feel bad about it. I used to feel bad about it. I used to feel that a woman's value was in getting a good job and, you know, getting married and having children. Like, I feel like I used to feel that, and I've learned that that is not what society should be, but it's telling us to be because of capitalism, racism, socialism, all types of crap. That isn't how it should be. And it sucks. That's why I wanted to make this video about just telling the truth about how we feel as black women. I I feel like you can't just meet somebody in the bookstore. You can't just, even if it was at work. Say if you have a job that is very, like, diverse. Everybody, I feel like, is married or has, they've just done everything so early. You know what I mean? So dating at this age, I'm 28, I'll be 30 in 2 years, feels annoying because I feel like a lot of people are with the wrong people and they know it. You ever feel that? You're talking to someone and y'all having a good old time, and then you get to know them and they like, oh, like they just slip in there that their wife or their husband. I'm like, oh, okay, deuces. And then the vibe changes. The vibe changes. You know what I mean? The vibe completely changes. And it shouldn't change, but it does change. And I think it's just interesting because everyone, I feel, a lot of people, let me not say everyone, a lot of people get married so young to the wrong person. I feel like a lot of people marry the wrong person, but because they just don't want to look like a fuck up, they stay. And then they're sitting across a person that is their person, but they're not going to even entertain it, which they shouldn't, because they committed to the wrong person. Like, I feel like we really need to start talking about that as the truth. Start talking about that as the truth. But oh my God, thank you, Lily. I love you, Lily. Here. All right. I'm gonna pin this message. I want to make Lily a moderator. I'm gonna add you as a moderator. All right, I added you as a moderator. Again, old women, the only ones who feel they got centuries to figure it out. Ew. Sorry, there's a weirdo in the comments. I do feel like women do have a lot of time and men have a lot of time. I feel like people have a lot of time. I feel like marrying the wrong person is just not for me. So it will take me longer. I also feel like my person is cooking. Is that just me? But I be feeling like my person is cooking somewhere. Like somebody's like they're growing into an amazing person for me. I feel that there is such a thing to grow together, but I think I have so much growth in me. I have so much maturity. I have so much to give. I don't want to grow at a pace with someone, at the same pace as someone who's not even on my level. You know what I mean? Who's just not on my level. I'm not willing to do that. And I think it's really crappy what people say when they're just like, oh, well, you know what? You're going to get old. And it's like, we all do. 1. 2, aging is beautiful. It really is beautiful. Like, changing is beautiful. Black women, you're beautiful. Don't listen to what people have to say, especially when it's coming from such a colonial European standard of beauty. You shouldn't have to look like you're 16 or 15 to find true love. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be that way. It says, somebody says something ignorant. If you can't make a life with someone, how are you going to fit with each other? That makes no sense. Like, you sound so stupid. I'm sorry. When someone sounds stupid, you gotta let you go. Gotta let you go. And thank you for the floating heart, whoever sent the floating heart. I'm making this so that women can feel better about waiting for the right person. I'm not making this so that you can make the wrong decision and then the right person walks by. Like, just imagine this. This is how I be feeling, y'all. I be feeling like, just think about it. You with somebody who you know you shouldn't be with. Sorry, okay, thank you. I'm just reading, trying to make sure the comments are, professional. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. This is random. This is not the best quality video that I can put out there, but I'm still going to talk because we can talk. But I do want to say thank you, and I appreciate all the birthday love, and I do appreciate everyone subscribing and sharing my videos. It's all appreciated. But back into the conversation. I feel like I've had moments where I've met people who I swear they just were with the wrong person and they knew it, but they're committed. You know what I mean? Like, even like it could be walking in the city and you meet somebody, anything, you know what I mean? Like, it's such a weird situation that black girls at my age are in, and maybe I'll say all girls. Let's just put it out there to all girls. Like, this is for, I hope a black girl hears this, but to all girls, it's really a shitty feeling sometimes when you're sitting in front of somebody or you know somebody and you like, so you sitting here telling me that you don't really like that person you with, or you know that that person could literally be your twin, like boy, girl, whatever. You know what I mean? Like man or woman, doesn't matter. You know they could be your twin, and it's like, ah, sigh, you're married. Okay, conversation is wrapped up. But it shouldn't be that way. You should be able to make friends with anyone who is fall in love for your personality. I agree. I agree. I still think I need some attraction here. I need some attraction. But I do think a beautiful personality can make looks so amazing. I do feel that when you base looks in European standards and European ideals, that's a problem. I think that's really bad for black people. When you base looks in fetishes, when you base looks in, I don't like my blackness, so I'm going to seek white supremacy in another race. When you seek those things, that's a problem. But when you like looks because you like the way you look, you like your hair, your talk, your walk, you I don't believe that black love can't exist. Like I feel like the irritating thing for me is a lot of people want to say I support all love, but you don't want to say you support all love and black love. You just want to say you support all love. You get what I'm saying? Why can't you support somebody who sorry, I just don't like the name you called me. Um why can't you support someone who says I love being black and I love black people? Why does it only have to be all love? It's like all lives matter. And all of a sudden though, the activists want to be like, no, no, and I'm like, it's very strange to me. I don't like it. I don't understand it, and it's something that, as a black girl, I'm hoping you hear this. We have to navigate so much. Like it's not easy. It's not fun, you know. Where's my moment where I'm sitting in a bookshop and some person walks in and is just like, wow, you're pretty. How are you? This is my name. Could we, go for dinner someday or something like that? But I feel like maybe is that just out of a movie? Like, does that not happen? I think it maybe is out of a movie. It's just like, I feel like for a lot of black girls, we don't think these things can happen, and we shut ourselves out from the idea of it happening. But then I pull, it's a push and pull with me, because I'm like, at the same time, as cute and romantic as that sounds, your life is not a movie, your life is reality, and it's for you to live to the fullest. You're not trying to remake something that you saw somewhere. You're not trying to remake something that you saw somewhere. You're trying to make something that you want. This is your life. This is your script. Stop copying somebody else's. And I've had to learn to do that. Sorry, I just gotta be blocking people, just be respectful in the chat. That's all I ask. It's so hard to do lives when you are a small content creators. The bots come in, the weirdos come in, everybody comes in, but I still want to make my content. I feel like I need to understand that meeting somebody is not all that life is. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna throw that out there. You gotta learn that. You gotta learn that. You gotta learn life is not about when am I gonna meet the right person. It's not. And I don't know when I turned into that person, but I would say definitely after college, when I was like, I did the school, I did this, I did that, I have good jobs. Oh, I guess it's time to meet somebody, I guess. Not really. And that's when I ventured into dating content, and I still will, because I want black women to be safe. That's my main goal. My goal is not to help you find a billionaire. My goal is not to help you find the hunkiest guy or whatever. That's not my goal. My goal is to have you be safe. That's my goal. My goal is to tell you my experiences. My goal is to have you relate to them, empathize with them, learn from them. As embarrassing or as fun as they are, I tell it. Black girl safety is my top priority. I don't play with that. So I tell it. A lot of people don't tell it because they're embarrassed. Embarrassed for what? If you keep living life being embarrassed, you're not going to get nowhere. Where are you going to go? Where you gonna go if you want to live life being embarrassed? Nowhere. It's not fun. Um, but yeah, stop waiting for that moment, I guess. If I want to be honest, if a black girl hears this, and I hope you do, stop waiting for the moment for someone to find you or save you. You know, save yourself. That's one thing I definitely learned too. I feel like we're taught at a young age to be saved, like have a Prince Charming, have somebody come in and swoop in and pay for everything and pay for the house and give us a try, like, have the children and we're like taught this fairy tale story that I don't think is necessarily bad. I just think it doesn't fit everyone and it should not have to fit everyone. Like, I'm learning myself. Yes, I date. Yes, I want people to date. But what I don't want is for your life to revolve around it. I talk about this content for safety reasons and just to have some keys and have some tea. But in reality, I know what it feels like to be a girl that's just thinking about it constantly every single day, or thinking everyone you interact with is going to be the one. I've had that stage. I don't know about you, but you think everybody you interact with is this the one. This the one. No. It's not the one. And that is how you find the wrong one. And that's what I definitely would say I've learned. When you start thinking that, like, a man or a woman, whatever it is, however you date somebody, when you start thinking somebody owes you something, nobody owes you anything. And also, like, you're allowed to have attraction to someone and not pursue them. Like, let it go. It's okay. You can be attracted to somebody. That's fine. But that doesn't mean you have to pursue them. Because you pursue someone because you find them attractive and then you realize their personality ain't shit. And some people stay. Some people have trauma from it. Experiences. But I do think, yes, go where you are in love, but once you realize it's not what you thought it was, you're allowed to leave. Don't make yourself feel bad for feeling stupid or doing something stupid. That's the one thing I really don't like about people, I will say. If you're a black girl and you hear this, I don't like when people feel stupid, so stupid that they don't do the right thing. If that makes sense. I don't like it when people feel like they are so stupid that they don't do the right thing and they stick around and do the wrong thing over and over and over and over again. It's like, come on. For what? You're just hurting yourself. You're hurting other people. Being with the wrong person hurts so many people besides just you. It does. No shade. It does. And that's what I like to talk about. That's why I love to have conversations with women about all the time. It really feels like the end of the world if you're alone, and it shouldn't feel this way. It really shouldn't. I don't know how we skipped over from Airbnb to this, but hey. It shouldn't. But life should not be a situation where you're constantly thinking of, will the right one pass me by? Will my wife pass me today? Will my husband pass me today? I know I used to be that girl. I'll admit it. I was one of those girls. I was always that. I was one of those girls. And then I changed that when I realized that nobody owes you anything and you shouldn't pursue people just because you find them attractive. If that makes sense. Like, you could even give somebody a compliment and keep it pushing. Because a lot of the time, I feel like we feel like sorry, I'm trying to say this correctly. We feel like because we put in an effort to, tell someone we like them, to tell them, then that means they owe us something, which they don't. Hopefully they're nice about it, but they don't. And I feel like for the person that is on the other side of that, and you take in the compliment, this and that, you could be kind to that person, but also tell them you're not interested. Don't waste their time. Don't waste it. It says, no, I don't feel lonely. I feel smarter, and I want people to not feel afraid of being lonely, but I also want people to know that I understand. I understand what it's like to feel like everyone else is doing this thing in life. It's like, I'm gonna compare it to, I don't know, turning 16. Everyone turns 16. Well, hopefully you make it to that. It's unfortunate, but let's just say that you turn 16. Everyone's turning 16. You're like, oh my god, oh my god, and you're not. What if you skip that? And I know that's not realistic, but what if you skip 16 and you go to 17? Don't you feel weird? Don't you feel odd? Like, it's not saying that it is, but it's just you don't feel like you're doing what everyone else is doing. A lot of people I know right now are getting married and having kids, getting apartments. I'm not doing that. I also know a lot of the people that get married, having kids in apartments, they lying, and they got a ton of shit. They laundry is dirty. I know a lot of tea. But they're doing it because they felt like this is the time to do it. It's when you tell them you're not interested, then then they're rude and you're all kind of bad words. And no, I've heard that, right? I've heard that. No, because I can't miss what I never had. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's wonderful you're here talking, helping girls. Oh, black, white, blue, whatever color is something that a lot of people need. Thank you, Lily. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying warm. But yeah, that's just what I want to do. I'm gonna be a little more vulnerable. It sucks because the bots come in and then I get distracted and I'm like, but I'm like, I really want to have a good conversation and be vulnerable and say, hey, like, I've dealt with this too. I know what that feels like. Let's not sit here and act like, nope, I've never. No, I've thought that way. I understand. And sometimes here and there, I still be thinking that way. Until I hear something that someone says and I'm like, ooh, all right. Get your thinking cap, your dating advice on, and it's a no. Girl, why are you coughing your lungs out? Do you take NyQuil is not good, but Dayquil, I can't take it because of my career, but Dayquil I've heard is good. It is cold and flu. No, cold and flu season passed. It did, but it is cold. It's very chilly. You better wear a coat. A lot of people don't wear coats. And I get so mad. Us black people need to wear a coat. We're from Africa. Like, we're not supposed to be here. You need a coat. Bundle up. I can't stand when I don't see people bundle up. And I am a teacher, but when I used to actually teach, I'm dead. Now my friend called me a second ago. I'm dead. I've been dating. Is hard right. Oh, I've been, or maybe I think, I don't know. It's hard right now because everybody's in the gimme mode. Yes. Oh my God. Yes, bright eye. Yes. It's always about what they can take from you, and I feel like I have a lot to offer. I have my money. I'm actually at a point where I do have money, but I'm like, I don't want to give you that. And also to a man, like, a lot of people are looking for what they could take. Like, do your parents own an estate? Do you got, like, they just, it's like, ew. It's like, how can they use you? It's like, I'm not okay with that. What happened to, like, this person got a good head on their shoulder, they're ambitious, they're smart, they're kind. You know what? I want to grow with this person. I want to change. I want to get better. I want them to make me better and I make them better. No, it's more about complacency. Yeah, it's more about complacency. Like, I feel like a lot of people are seeking relationships where they can be complicit and change does not happen. And I'm just such a big change girly. I change my opinions. I change my attitude for the better. I don't want to be complicit with someone. Hi, David. I hope you're doing well. It's totally complicit. Yeah, I don't want to be complicit. I want someone to make me better. I want someone to expand my vocabulary. I don't want to just be like, oh, nah, man, da, da, da. Like, come on. Like, and I'm not talking about talk like Einstein, but I'm just saying, tell me something new, something I'm not into, something that could be cool, like something that we both could learn together, even finding something that we both could learn together. A lot of couples don't want to learn new things together. They want to do things that are easy or things that they already know. Why? Because they do not want to have a real conversation. Because the day they gotta have a real conversation, they know that they fucked up and they with the wrong person. I think the views of men have changed. To my brother won't even talk to a girl unless he has a job and a car and a house. It's sad. I do think traditional in that way that men should have it figured out, but I also feel like if he's working towards that actively, there's potential. But I do understand the double standard. I'm not knocking it. It is a double standard that I even carry. But I think because I'm at a point where I'm going on 30 and I hope to have kids in the future, this and that. But I'm like, no, I want kids because I want kids. But sometimes I'm just like, no, do you want kids because you see kids and you see people can have them and you want to be like, I could do that. So I battle with that. I know I just want like to bring a black girl or black boy or black person into this world. That's what I know I want to do. I just don't want to do it the wrong person, so it's so hard. And like I'm in good health. I go to the doctors. They're like, you're in perfect shape. You could have a baby in 10 years if you wanted to, in 15 years if you wanted to. I know I can. I know it's going to take a toll on my body, but I will. And I'm still going to take my time, but it's still like, I don't even care about the age and the time. I don't care. There's IVF. There's so many things we can do. But it's like, I don't want to do it with the wrong person. I don't even care how much money they have, and I need more money. Okay? Your girl has 3 degrees. Hello? I need more money. Okay? I'm here. I understand. Everybody's sitting on the sidelines and busting it wide open for the players. I get it, girlies. I get it. But the trauma that they go through, like on some Diddy stuff, like you don't know. Like the stories I know and have heard, it's not no you just bust it wide open for him. And then you don't like these men are doing heinous things to women. Heinous. Who even knows what their my chart looks like? But anyways, let me go back in here. Okay, I don't really know what you mean by that, but we're gonna keep talking. I do have to end this soon because your girl's gotta get some sleep. But yeah, I just wanted to have a truthful moment and say I understand what it's like to want to have everything figured out by now, to think that you're supposed to have the house, the this, the that. I don't think that life is meant for you to only have that. You know what I mean? I don't think life is meant for you to only have a relationship. So if it doesn't happen, does that mean you're less than? No. That honestly means you're an extraordinary fucking person at the end of the day. But if that helps you try to live life a little bit more, stop thinking about a relationship and just live, that will be the message I have for black girls. That will be the message I have for everyone. Stop thinking about relationships. Now, if you're thinking that you're about to start one with someone, maybe, whatever, fine. Take my advice, look at my videos. But also, if you're just like, it's not happening yet, don't look around like something's wrong with you. Nothing's wrong with you. It just means it's not your time. It just means maybe it's not your life. Who cares? You know what you want to do. I know I want to have a black baby someday. I'm going to do it. I don't know how, but I'm going to do it. That is what it is. Whatever. That's what I want. I don't really care about everything else. I don't. Those are add-ons. That's it, I agree. Lily said, I agree. You don't need to be in love, have a husband/wife to have a successful life. Lily, spot on. I agree with you. That was the message. I'm so glad Lily came in here. But yes, I'm going to try to do a live tomorrow. I have a little bit more time. I'm going to be somewhere flying. I don't know. But I love y'all. Please have a good night. Stay safe. Bye.